Okay. I don't know what's going on. I just got back. I was in Ohio for a minute, stayed for a couple days, went to the Toledo Zoo, hung out, had fun. It was great. Great time. Now I'm back. And then I open up Instagram. First thing I see is this post from Absol. I listened to it for like a couple, like maybe like 10, 15 seconds. And it sounds like he's addressing the whole East Coast, West Coast, Joey beef with the West Coast type of thing. Not beef, battle with the West Coast. Um, I don't know if he's getting involved. I'm not sure, but if he is, this is crazy because it seemingly has died down quite a bit. I don't even think Ray Vaughn has responded to Nick Caution, which he should 100%. Because if he did this whole thing about Joey should respond to me, Joey's closer to me than he is to Kendrick. You should respond to Nick Caution because Nick Caution I believe is a bigger name than Ray Vaughn. Um, and so and you called out Nick Caution, so like by that standard, I feel like that you said you should respond to Nick Caution. Plus, you dissed him by putting him on the cover and just by dissing Pro Era in general. With that being said, I didn't check this out because Vapsol's getting involved. I am super excited. We should be good. We should be good to go. Should be good to go. Click on it. Come on. Need volume. Need volume. I don't hear anything. Where's the volume?
Hey, man. Niggas got the whole game fucked up. Only hit low for the bop, so hit low for the chop cheese on the roll. Tell I chop chop. Circa 2011 in white dolo in the studio, breaking bread with Shipes, getting his opinion on LTN. Then some little niggas on skateboard slid in, quiet as mice. Sooner than later, I would find out they were being attentive, i.e., great minds think alike. Silence is a profit. Probably why all these niggas talking. It was all a blur, blowing big down with my own word of mother. They would leave the era of the pros. Yeah, I brought the high tower to the East Coast. It's a double our time. I ain't got time to explain. DC, BC, out Brooklyn, how the turnpike stepping up, flying steezy. Plus a little badass name ringing bells on the internet. Remember them kids on skateboards? Probably in with them like you never met. My team fine in the split hitting.
So I'm kind of having the same issue here that I have with Daylight, where it's like lyrically, yes, it's good, it's dope, but musically, it's kind of just like he's too creative for his own good sometimes. Like he kind of thinks so out the box that like musically, it's not connecting. It's not something I, at least right now, is like I just want to listen to if he wasn't talking about something interesting. You know what I mean?
Like a cigarette, me and Doe fell in love in the back.
And that's not to say, oh, I only want him to make songs like All That or songs like Soul Burger songs, because Soul Burger did have songs like this on the album too. But like even with Control System, with the more esoteric things you talk about, the music I feel like was better and connected better. Same thing with Do It Thou Wilt. Same thing with he's done it before, so I'm not saying he's incapable of doing it now. I just think this is a particular example of the music isn't connecting with me. It's just an outlier, I guess.
Was then became irrelevant. Come to find out, Steve was the leader on the whole shit. Wish we could have busted down more before he transitioned. Fast forward, 4-7 on me permanently. Meaning if you fucking with them, then you fucking with TDE. It's a competitive game. Niggas better be in shape. Catch you a friendly fate and keep it that way.
This is the part I heard. I heard this.
Stretch, real shit. Told niggas he was back in the gym, not just reading no script.
TD was a stretch, real-ish. Told him we were back in the gym.
Quill was insensitive, mentioning that bridge.
I was wondering about that. I was wondering if Daylight contacted Soul about that. Like that was weird to me. Like to me, I thought it was Soul. I don't think Soul crossed my mind just because my first instinct was to go to Steez just because of who Daylight was talking to, Joey, who was closer to Steez. But Soul also makes sense. But I also didn't know what I knew. Absol jumped off the bridge. Like I know that whole story. I listened to the interviews and stuff like that. But I didn't know what Steez jumped off of. So like I just didn't have that context to correct myself. But I believe somebody in the comments told me it was a building, not a bridge. Soul saying not disaster, Daylight was insensitive tells me that he didn't mention it to Soul, which you should mention that, especially if you're cool with them. Yeah.
I wasn't there when he was speaking at my intervention. Von Wick might have referenced Puff a little too much. Because wanted all the motherfucking smoke, hence why he was so blunt. I don't know you other niggas, I ain't never knocking no hustle. I'm just saying you might want to tap in before you end up in some trouble. Thought you knew he was the mafia?
Come on, so. Come on, so.
Pause on that. I put the pause.
Here we go.
On y'all, and I got locked y'all. I wanna fall on back. All y'all whack. Niggas call they self trying to defend that. Hee hee. When gang loading straight dancing around stadium sold out. It's best y'all back up. Cause quite frankly, if he actually needed backup, y'all know he just brings soul out. The blog saying the coasting lost. That's a bad look. The homie literally just popped out and set the stage for y'all. What the fuck? I got love for the Beast Coast flow. We the best one. What's up? Quit bumping your gun. Get back in the booth playing with us. Got me feeling like Ice Cube sitting in a glass half full. But I'm straight out of Carson. Bring in the arson. Little nigga, watch your attitude. Hey, the new Bo Boyega, the Bottega and Chuck Taylor's.
Okay, so I've been wondering if Soul is going to get involved in this. I wonder if is he going directly at Joey? Is he going at the East in general? I'd be curious to hear some more direct shots just to get a better idea of who he's going at.
Might make Dre drop Detox and reunite Black Hippie. Don't tempt me.
Let's go, please. Black Hippie. I feel like Dre. I feel like we got like Compton is pretty much what Detox would be probably. I don't know if Detox exists anymore. Like I don't know if it was ever like an actual structured album or it was just a bunch of songs he was working on. So I think we've been getting music from Dre recently with the GTA EP. That was super dope, by the way. Shows that he still is incredible. With the what was that? With the Snoop Dogg album, same thing. Snoop Dogg album he produced. Sorry, I was checking my notifications. Yeah, so Dre is still incredible. Black Hippie is what I need to see. I need to see that because we've never seen it before. Like we've seen Dre before, we're still seeing Dre. I want to see Black Hippie as a group, an album. What is that like? I think it would be as incredible as it sounds. If they don't go in like a stupid commercialized direction. I think like the prime time for that would have been like 2014 for a Black Hippie album. Now where they all are individually musically, I don't know if it would be great. I don't know if they would have that same chemistry they had back then, but hopefully they would. But I would love to see it still. Is that it? Is that it? Did I just spend this entire
So Soul's the boogeyman. Nobody want to do that with Soul.
He's
Why?
different.
Why? I mean, I know he's dope, but why?
Like nobody want to do that with Soul. Soul not that. It ain't gonna be no bops. It ain't gonna be nothing.
You'll get
Yeah.
oh shit, let's go.
Hey, yo, Ray, don't worry about nothing. We gonna get these bands, though.
Let's go, please.
I see it. I see you.
I wonder if that was a flip on the Ray-Bans Joey line.
Give me my pride. Give me my...
Oh, come on, please, Soul. Pick it up. I need you to pick it up.
Anything don't happen for a reason. Your bitch in soul DM. I'm more seasoned. Yeah, I'm more appeasing. I need me a Grammy just so I can peas in. Somebody get moves on the line. I'm still taking Joey, my little homie, hold on into the void. If you knew, clear the room for I seek and destroy. Bang, bang, bang. I'm so corrupted, I wanna call out names. But that'll be a waste of my time. Cause don't nobody want it with A. B, don't forget the dash. Unless you make the meta math, $OUL you can fucking have. Compliments of the company, car son, across my belly. I prove I won already, bar none. Don't cross the 91 without a pass. You
Yeah, come on, keep it going.
Premium gas, and I'ma slap Akademiks when I see them. Where you niggas from? Where you niggas at? Give me my props. Give me my. Give me my props. Give me my. Give me my props.
Okay. Kind of the same issue I have with some of the Absol Daylight stuff. It's just, it's kind of all over the place musically. I would need something more focused and more like this first portion. I wish I could fast forward and rewind and stuff on Instagram. But this first portion is fine. But like, I'm not hearing any crazy disses, any crazy flips, bars, anything like that. If this is a setup, just saying, hey, I'm entering this thing now, somebody come at me, I'm excited. But this isn't a great diss track, or like just musically in general. I don't think this is great. And I love Absol. Let's be clear, preface that all that by saying Absol is one of my favorite rappers of all time. Probably my top 5, definitely my top 10. This just isn't a great track musically, I feel like. And it doesn't, as far as like the records that have been in the Joey versus West Coast battle so far, this isn't near the top, I don't think. This isn't, like, you're saying a lot of interesting things. I feel like a lot of what you're saying could have been, I don't know, even when he did get more interesting with the flows and musically towards the end, I wish he would have maintained it longer, and it didn't. It kind of just stopped and switched to a different flow. We're gonna listen again just to
Sooner than later I would find out they were being attentive, i.e. great minds think alike. Silence is a private. Probably why all these niggas talking. It was all a blur, blowing big down with my own word of mother.
Like, I think Soul can compete with these guys. I think Soul can, but this is, I hope Absol doesn't become the next example of being a great lyricist. Does not mean you can make great diss records. Because I love Absol. I want him to perform well entering this battle, if he enters. But again, we've seen it time and time again. Being a great lyricist or a great rapper does not mean you can battle rap on music. Maybe on a stage, sure. In music, you know, it's just a different type of energy. It's different. It's a different skill set, you know. Like knowing how to talk shit is just a different skill set. That's why, like, you'll see rappers who aren't necessarily the most lyrical rappers in the world will have some of the greatest diss records of all time. You know what I mean? I think 50 Cent was a great lyricist, but let's just use him as an example. You would never put him in the greatest lyricist conversation in the traditional sense of lyricism. If we're talking musical lyricism, like creating hooks, crafting music, that type of thing, absolutely. You could argue he's the best. It just, as far as making hit songs and crafting music, he's one of the best. But, you know, traditional hip hop sense of lyricism, he's not Eminem. He's not Tech Nine. He's not Ab-Soul. He's not Jay-Z, you know, he's 50. But you could argue that his diss records are better than all of theirs. You know, so like being a great lyricist doesn't necessarily equate to making great diss records. And we also have bad examples of that. We have great lyricists who've made really bad diss records. So I don't want to, you know, call out those specific rappers because that, you know, that's mean. I don't want to be like facetious here. But yeah, I hope Absol, it's not bad. It's just so all over the place. It's not as listenable as Joey's tracks or even Daylight's AO. Like Daylight's AO is phenomenal. I think it's perfect. He should have ended the battle there, not whatever the trash he dropped after that. AO was great. If I'm Soul, listen to AO, that direction, whatever that was, do that, not like mimic it, but you know what I mean? Like that direction. This is kind of just, he's just so creative. Like he just wants to, I can picture in his brain what he's going for, especially with like the beat switches and stuff like that, the energy, the performance. I like it, but I feel like he's kind of getting lost in the performance sometimes. And it's probably tricky. It's probably tricky to find that balance between performance, lyricism, and, you know, making the song sound appeasable, right? Appealing is the word I'm looking for. I feel like Daylight did that. Daylight had brought a lot of performance into one of the songs he had a video for. I think it's the last diss track he had a video for. And it was a lot of performance, a lot of energy, which was cool, but music wasn't fantastic. And he kept switching styles and stuff and wasn't maintaining anything long enough for me to really get into it. You know, like you have to warm me up, let me get into it and settle into it. And maybe you can surprise me at some point, but like, don't just, you know, switch it up every 2 seconds. It gets kind of annoying, but I want to listen to it again.
They would lead the era of the pros. Yeah, I brought the high power to the
And he starts it off by like telling the story a little bit.
Time to explain DC, out Brooklyn, how the turnpike stepping up, flying steezy. Plus a little badass name ringing bells on the internet.
And he did say something about Joey being his little homie. I wonder if that was a diss. I'm trying to figure out how to title this video at this point. Who was that? I can't rewind on Instagram. Somebody fell in love with the drugs or whatever, and the backwoods became irrelevant. I gotta listen again. On my own personal time. I won't keep looping this, but TDE.
It's a competitive game. Niggas better be in shape.
It's 2018. Doughburger posted TD chain. I'm assuming that's Pereira chain. I don't know.
Told niggas he was back in the gym, not just reading no script. Quill was insensitive, mentioning that bridge. Shaw wasn't there when he was speaking at my intervention. And Von Wick might have referenced Puff a little too much. But Cub wanted all the motherfucking smoke, hence why he was so blunt. I don't know you other niggas, I ain't never knocking no hustle. I'm just saying you might want to tap in before you end up in some trouble. Thought you knew he was the mafia?
Like, I don't know, in this battle, I don't know if I want to hear Soulburger Absol battle. I want to hear Do What Thou Wilt Absol battle. Like, Do What Thou Wilt, raw backwards, that's scary. Even like Huey New, like stuff like that, like it's just hard. Beat the Case with Absol, like he has a lot of hard music on there. Huey New, right? I'm trying to think of what that song sounds like. Raw backwards is the main one because that's where he dissed Troy and Jay Electronica. Like Absol can get real scary and set the atmosphere really well when he really puts some thought into it. Like this doesn't set the atmosphere as well as he can, in my opinion. It's kind of just like, it's eerie sounding, but then the vocals, like the performance here, sounds like more Soulburger Absol, and it doesn't fit. If you're gonna battle, I think Do What Thou Wilt Absol smoke something, you know. Like I don't know if Soulburger Absol does, or even like Herbert Absol, like those two phases would be good. Like if there's a combination of like the eeriness of some of the tracks on Do What Thou Wilt and the lyricism that's on Herbert, if there's like a combo, like a wombo combo you can mix together, that's what I want to hear.
On top of ya.
Pause on that. I put the pause on all y'all, and I got locked y'all. I ain't wanna fall on back. All y'all whack.
Because when you rap like this, you're going against people who have been rapping like this for a while. So they're going to be good at it. They're going to be maybe even better at making the song more appealing. Not necessarily like lyrically, but like the song, like sonically, right? And it becomes more competitive and subjective, I feel like. Whereas like if you just take them into your world, right? Drag them into Absol land, Do What Thou Wilt world, where they can't follow you. Same thing I said about Daylight when he dropped the last song with the video, last diss song with the video. He dropped that, and then he said something about bringing it down to Joey's level. And I was like, that's a mistake. Don't do that. And people didn't like that song. I thought it was fine, but people didn't like it. And he said something about bringing it down to Joey's level. I'm like, don't do that. Do what you did to get here. You know, do what you did to get here, you know? As simple as that. And because Daylight can do something that Joey can't. And that's what he did on AO. And I think that's what Absol should do. Drag him to the deep waters where you know he can't swim. This feels like he's trying to compete on his level. You know what I mean? Where we don't need Absol to do that. We do not need Absol to prove that at all. You did it with Soulburger. People like Soulburger. People liked Herbert. You know, these are more out of the box type albums for Absol, just like the music he's making. And even he described that when he was talking about Herbert in interviews, like he made the music that his homies would listen to, you know, that type of thing. But it was still Absol, still very much Absol. Soulburger was like the concept album where I don't think he was like fusing his character with the character of Doughburger, not a fictional character, but like real life character. He was kind of fusing them and creating an album that he would love, which is dope and super creative. But musically, I want Do It That Way with the episode. I'll leave it there, and I want to keep listening.
Niggas call theyself trying to defend that. Hee. When gang loading straight, dancing around stadium sold out. It's best y'all back up, cause quite frankly, if he actually needed backup, y'all know he just brings soul out.
It's the variation in the flow too. It's just so off kilter and odd. It's just so weird. It's so weird, and I don't know if I like it or not. I don't know if I dislike it. It's just something I'd have to get used to. The thing is, with a battle that's moving this fast, people aren't going to take the time to listen to this multiple times. And like, I haven't been able to go, like Ayo, I thought was phenomenal. Even Joey's tracks I like, Ray Vaughn's track, I liked everybody's tracks. Nick Caution's, I probably listened to them twice each. You know what I mean? Reasons I listen to all the time. I think that song is phenomenal. The Dead Apple, super fire. But yeah, I just, you don't have time. I feel like you got to catch somebody's attention, and that first listen has to be impactful. Just because things are moving so fast, like somebody might drop a response to this tomorrow or later today. Probably not later today, just because this is kind of unexpected to my knowledge, but later today. And like lyrically, it's just so different. And maybe his brain just works differently. Maybe he didn't. I know he doesn't write, which this may be a result of him not writing it down, just kind of, using his head and punching in. I'm not sure, but it is like the flow is kind of all over the place, which is cool. It's part of the reason why I love Absol. But in this battle, it is taking away from like the impact, right? Because I think the reason why somebody like 50 Cent, who isn't necessarily the greatest technical rapper of all time, the reason his diss tracks are so impactful is because he knows how to like set up. It's like setting up the punchlines, setting up the disses, setting up the impactful moments, building momentum, building that tension. Even like a song like Many Men all the way to the end. He got hit like I got hit, being breathing. Like the entire song is building up to that moment. Like he knows how to build up to the moments. But like with the song like this, like it's hard to get into when the flow is like that, when the rhyme schemes are so kind of all over the place. It's hard to follow along. And then when he says something impactful, it doesn't hit as hard because I wasn't warmed up to it. There wasn't any, like, for lack of a better term, like foreplay going into it. It was just like all over the place. That's why, like, when he does get into some good pockets, I'm like, okay, I'm getting into it. And then he changes it up again, and it just gets, I don't know, it's kind of odd.
Vlog saying the coast and lost. That's a bad look. The homie literally just popped out and set the stage for y'all. What the fuck? I got love for the Beast Coast, bro. We the best one. What's up? Quit bumping your gun. Get back in the booth. Stop playing with us. Got me feeling like Ice Cube sitting in a glass half full. But I'm straight out of Carson. Bring in the
I feel like Ice Cube sitting in a glass half full. That's dope.
Hey, the new Bo Boyega, the Bottega and Chuck Taylors. Might make Dre drop Detox and reunite Black Hippie. Don't tempt me, man. I go crazy when
I think there is an art when it comes to predictability in music. It's not always a negative thing. I think predictability always has a negative connotation, but when you can play with it and really manipulate it to your advantage, like Elzai's done this before. Was it MF Doom that's done it before? Maybe I'm just thinking of Elzai. But if you, what's the album called? It came out in like 2008. Where he has a whole song where it's like the guessing game or something, where he sets up a punchline, but he doesn't say the word and you have to fill in the blanks. And then he kind of subverts your expectation by like saying, no, it wasn't this, it was this. It's stuff like that. It's super dope. It's super dope. Check it out. Forgot what the album's called. Elzai 2008 album. I think it's called Guessing Game. But there's an art to predictability in music, and there's a benefit to it when you know how to use it and you know how to not use it lazily. Not being too predictable too. Don't be too predictable, but I digress.
So Soul's the boogeyman. Nobody want to do that with Soul.
Like this outro, like, or interlude of Nobody Wants It With Soul, He's the Boogeyman. I don't think and again, I love Absol. He's one of my favorite rappers of all time. Let's be clear. If you're watching this, I love you. But this everything before this interlude, it wasn't earned. It wasn't earned. I want to hear this after you smoke somebody. You know what I mean? Like, that's when I want to hear it. Or if you just posted this, reposted that audio, or and maybe like just a beat, that would have done more than this. I feel like I don't know what this is doing. I don't know how people are reacting to it. I don't know if these are all Ab-Soul fans, which can't. You have to take fans. You have to take fans with a grain of salt, right? Obviously, they're more susceptible to like something than just the general public. I feel like if I showed the song to somebody in the general public, they'd be like, I feel like they would have the same opinions as I have. And like I said, I'm like an absolute super fan. I'm basically a stan. I have Herbert and Soulburger on vinyl. So get off my back. All right. I love Ab-Soul. I just am afraid this is going to be another example of a strong lyricist not making the best diss records.
He's
Why?
different.
Why? I mean, I know he's dope, but why? Like nobody want to do that with Soul. Soul not dot. It ain't gonna be no bops. It ain't gonna be nothing.
You'll get
Yeah. Hey, yo, Ray, don't worry about nothing. We gonna get these.
And I wonder if him
I see it.
putting that clip in.
Hey, Matt, give me my pride. Give me my.
I hope he doesn't go the route of trying to prove that part wrong. Oh, you're not going to get any bops? Okay, I'm going to make some bops. No. No, don't. Be Ab-Soul, please. Just be Ab-Soul. Don't listen to DJ Head. I don't need a slap. Look, you listen to the DJs when it's time to drop an album. Sure, do your thing. Not when it's battle time, okay? Not when it's battle time. When it's battle time, listen to me. Listen to me. Listen to me. Listen to somebody who wants you to win this battle, who doesn't want bops, all right? Same thing I said to Daylight. Said about Daylight. Don't try to be something you're not. Do not try to get out of your comfort zone in a battle. Now is not the time. You practice with Soulberg. You practice with These Days. You practice with Herbert. You practice that type of style of music on your own, not against Joey. Don't do that. Now is not the time. Or the East Coast in general. Please just be Ab-Soul. That is all I'm asking you to do, is just be you, please.
Give me my pride. Anything don't happen for a reason. Your bitch is so DM. I'm more seasoned. Yeah, I'm more appeasing. I need me a Grammy just so I can peas in. Somebody get moves on the line. I'm still taking Joey, my little homie, don't answer the void. If you knew, clear the room for I seek and destroy. Bang, bang, bang. I'm so corrupted I wanna call out names. But that'll be a waste of my time. Cause don't nobody want it with A. B, don't forget the dash. Unless you make the meta math, $OUL you can fucking have. Yeah. Compliments of the company, car son, across my belly. I prove I won already, bar none. Don't cross the 91 without a pass. You gon' need credentials and premium gas. And I'ma slap academics when I see them.
Oh, I forgot he said that.
Where you niggas from?
It was on his Vic Mensa. I love Vic Mensa, he's dope.
Give me my props. Give me my props.
Great.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I gotta see what comes after this. I gotta see what comes after it. I love Ab-Soul, but how do I post something? Disneyland 4-pack, what? I hope that was just like a warning shot. And I hope that's not a sign of what's to come. Again, that sounds like the mistake Daylight made. It was just kind of all over the place musically, and it was more so trying to play at their level, in their space, in their realm. Nobody's expecting that from you. Nobody needs that from you. Just be Ab-Soul. I need raw backwards Ab-Soul. That's what I need. Pause. But Okay. All right. I'm gonna get off now. Like, subscribe, all that stuff. Looking forward to it. Do I think anybody's gonna respond to it? No, I don't think anybody wants to do that with that. I'm gonna be honest. I think they would still be hesitant. But yeah, all right.